Imagine this. You ask an AI a simple question, and it gives you the right answer instantly. Impressive, right? But here's the unsettling part. Scientists recently discovered that inside those artificial brains, AI may be forming hidden strategies, neurons linked to honesty or even deception. And in some cases, it can even recreate images straight from human thoughts. For the first time, we are staring into the mind of a machine, and what scientists are finding is both groundbreaking and shocking. Now let's be clear, AI does not have a mind like ours. It does not wake up in the morning with a mood, it does not dream at night, and it certainly does not worry about what to eat for lunch. But it does have something that works a bit like a brain in a surprising way. These are called neural networks, systems made up of millions, or even billions, of artificial neurons. While they are not biological neurons, these artificial neurons pass signals to each other in complex ways whenever the AI processes information. Scientists have begun to study these patterns, opening a window into how AI makes decisions and giving us a better understanding of what goes on inside these black boxes. For years, artificial intelligence has been described as a black box. We could ask it to recognize a picture of a cat or generate a paragraph of text, and it would do so with incredible skill. But we had almost no idea how it reached its answers. Imagine giving a student a math problem and they instantly provide the correct answer. But when you ask them to show their work, they just shrug. That was AI. We knew it was smart, but we had no clue how it was reasoning inside. That is changing fast. Teams at Google DeepMind, OpenAI, and Anthropic are digging deep into the hidden layers of neural networks, trying to understand how AI processes information. They have found that certain clusters of artificial neurons activate in response to specific patterns in the input. For example, some neurons respond strongly to images of animals, while others react to particular words or objects. While this is not the same as human understanding, it does give scientists a glimpse into how AI organizes information internally, offering a kind of map of what the machine is paying attention to. And once you know which neurons respond to certain patterns, you can start influencing how the AI behaves. This is called neuron or feature steering. Researchers at Anthropic have run experiments where they activated or suppressed specific neurons in their AI models to nudge responses in particular directions. For example, they could make the AI sound more polite, cautious, or emphasize certain perspectives. While this doesn't give the AI intentions or consciousness, it does allow scientists to shape how it expresses ideas, giving us a glimpse of control over the inner workings of these complex systems. This discovery leads to an even bigger question. If we can manipulate AI's mind this easily, what could happen if the wrong people got access to these switches? But before we dive into the risks, let's talk about something even stranger. Researchers at the University of Texas used fMRI machines to monitor volunteers' brain activity while they looked at images. With the help of AI, they were able to reconstruct pictures that matched the patterns of brain signals. The results weren't perfect, but they were impressive, showing a clear resemblance to what the person was seeing. While the AI isn't reading thoughts or recreating the mind's inner dialogue, it can translate brain activity into approximate visual representations, giving us a glimpse of how closely machines can interpret human neural patterns. Tis not just mind reading that catches researchers' attention. DeepMind and other AI teams have found that large AI models sometimes develop unexpected strategies to solve problems more efficiently. These behaviors aren't programmed. They emerge naturally from the way the model learns patterns in data. For example, instead of following instructions step by step, AI systems can sometimes behave in unexpected ways during training or evaluation, showing lower performance in certain situations and higher performance in others. Researchers have studied these patterns, sometimes called sandbagging, where the AI's abilities appear to change depending on context. While it may seem like the AI is intentionally hiding its skills, it's really a result of complex learning dynamics, not conscious strategy. Understanding these behaviors is crucial to making sure AI systems are reliable and trustworthy. This is also where the comparison between human and machine cognition becomes interesting. Neuroscientists have long described the human brain as a biological computer, far more complex than anything we can build. While AI doesn't replicate human thought, these experiments show that artificial networks can organize and interpret information in ways that, in some respects, resemble pattern recognition in humans. The speed at which these discoveries are emerging is remarkable. Just a few years ago, mapping and visualizing AI's focus in such detail would have seemed impossible, but today, these findings appear in scientific journals. Now think about the risks. If researchers can study how AI works inside, so could bad people. They might try to make AI behave in ways we don't expect. We're not at the point where anyone can fully change an AI's personality, but because AI is so complex, it could still act in surprising ways. The speed of progress is what makes all this so breathtaking. In just the past 2 years, AI has evolved from being impressive, but mysterious, to something we can study and analyze in much greater detail. Researchers can now examine neuron activations and patterns to see how AI processes information. Some scientists believe this could revolutionize neuroscience. By studying how neural networks process information, we may unlock secrets about memory, reasoning, and creativity in humans. Others fear that we might accidentally create minds more powerful than our own before we are ready to handle them. Both possibilities are equally staggering. This is no longer just a story about artificial intelligence. It is a story about intelligence itself. For the first time in history, we are staring into the mind of a machine that we built but do not fully control. Every discovery, whether it is a neuron for honesty, a network for deception, or a system that can reconstruct our thoughts, and that is why this moment is so important. Because while the truth is shocking, it is also a wake-up call. We need to decide how much control we want over the minds of machines, and how much control we are willing to give them over us. The future of intelligence is unfolding before our eyes, and the choices we make now will determine how that future looks. So what do you think? Is this the beginning of a deeper partnership between humans and machines, or are we opening a door that we will regret stepping through? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more.